Let's get into some things of the things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be expect, because I don't be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I'm talking about y'all. You know I'm talking about y'all. Fix me that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Hump Day. Today is Wednesday, right? Please say yes. Please say today really is Wednesday. And I'm not even being funny. I promise y'all I'm not. Thank you, Don Don. That literally was getting ready to drop that link. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Tracy. When honestly, just now I was like, what? Baby, this been a long week. And see, I think mentally, because Friday was supposed to be a teacher work day, but I have to actually have like the kids are coming on Friday because that's one of the makeup days, child. Anyway, thank y'all. Who today is Wednesday? Child, let me say hi to the people. Vintage, thank you for renewing your membership because you've been a member before, I believe. What's up, Corey? Hey, CC, the informed, Below, Nunu. Hey, boo. Hey, New. What's up, Benji? Hey, Nay. Hey, Benji. What's up, Ash Tuck? Ronnie, waiting for spring. Yes, I am. Lovely Nola, Tawanda, Marilyn, Jocelyn, KDK. Hey, Chuck. What's up, boo? Gossip in the Garden, Sweet Pea, Brandon, Tracy, Nubian, Miss French Kiss. Hey, girl. What's up, Quake, over on Twitch? Hey, boo. Cherise, what's going on? Cross Country Cruiser. Hey, my love. Lady 6098. Hey, Don again. Half Pin. Hey, girl. Diva, what's going on? Nap Queen, Alexis, Ash Tuck, Angie, Angela, Royal, what's going on? And Diva, hey Cheryl, I know I was gonna call you yesterday, child. Queen Diva, where have you been, girl? How you doing, boo? It's good to see you. Tell your sister I said hello. If that's the same Queen Diva, sometimes these names be blending in. Is that my Queen Diva? You know, if you the Queen Diva that I just said, tell your sister I said hi. You know who I'm talking to. Yeah, I got the right Queen Diva. But it's good to see you. It's good to see you. Y'all come on in. What's up, anywho? Who cares? Hey, what's going on? You here in the bushes? Okay, I understand. Tell your sister I said hello. I know she had a lot of stuff going on and things like that. So you just tell her I said hi. It's good to see you, boo. I know a lot of people be up in the bushes. So for my bush watchers, hey, y'all come on down and say hi. We don't bite. I know people stay in the bushes for their own reasons, but we don't bite. Y'all come on down. Dre Loving Life. Hey, boo. Thank you for being a member for 27 months. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. So you my Queen Diva. Hey, girl. Hey. Yes. Y'all need to get on this cruise with us. Y'all like the cruise. You and your sister need to get on this cruise with us, Queen Diva. I know y'all usually do a Super Bowl cruise. We're doing a Super Bowl cruise. I did one last Super Bowl. I would love for you and your sister to join us. Love it. And I know y'all are cruisers. Y'all are travelers like that. And I know that y'all have done a Super Bowl cruise before, a time or two. So y'all need to go on and get on this cruise with us next Super Bowl, next February. You let her know. Okay, I'm gonna get I might as well go ahead and put the information up now while you're in here. So if you need to take a screenshot of the information. Oh, I hit the wrong button. So you could, if you need to take a screenshot of the information, let me put it up on the screen. We might as well go on and talk about it now then. Since I'm telling Queen Diva, we might as well go on and talk about the cruise now, y'all. Lord. I need to delete some of this stuff I have in here so I can get to my stuff faster. Okay. Here's the information right here, Queen Diva. If you need to take a screenshot so you just have the information. Hold on. Let me take this stuff off the screen so you can see what you need to see. Because again, I know you and your sister, y'all will do a cruise, and I know y'all have done cruises before. So it's called Tribal 2.0. We're going next February. Well, you know, Super Bowl weekend next year. Leaving out of Miami, going to Labadee, Haiti. It's a 4-day cruise. The prices for double occupancy for interior start at $892. Ocean view is $1,008. Balcony is $1,386. That's for double occupancy. The group number is up there, 9923946. And that's the number to call for Royal Caribbean, 800-465-3595. Hit option number 5. That price is good and is really only good till today. They extended us till March the 18th. You know you can book, you know you can still book the cruise, but the prices may be different than what's on the flyer after today. But the prices are still really good. They're still in these prices. The balcony, Sweet Pea said the balcony prices went down. The balcony prices are $12.16 today. So if you booked under a different price, if you want to cancel and rebook and save you some coins, you better go on and do it, honey. You better go on and do it. Yep. Hey, Papo. Hey, boo. Okay, you got it. All right. Thank you. And again, I would love for y'all to hang out with us. All right. Don said he's still going. I know, boo. Listen, I know. And I can't wait to add you to the group chat, honey. Add you to the group chat. Although they've been over there cutting up in that group chat, honey. They've been over there cutting up. Do you hear me? Anyway, let's go ahead and get this party started. I'll make the rest of the church announcements a little bit later on. I told y'all after the 18th, I wasn't going to do the cruise as much. But I do have a goal. I have a goal of 50 cabins. And right now, I think I'm at 30. I think I'm sitting on 30 cabins right now. So I do want 20 more cabins. That's my goal. But we have over 30 people already going. So with that being said, honey, I'm not mad. I'm not mad about it. We got 30 people going already. So, hold on. All right. Okay. Child, let me put my banner back up here, honey. Sorry, I just got done eating. All right. I know the awards are wearing you out, but in a good way. Good. Yes. It's only Cajun cutting up. Child, ain't it always Cajun? Ain't it always Cajun? DB, are you in the group? Because you're going on the cruise, right? Are you in the group? I just want to make sure everybody that has booked is in the group. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. Because I want to get to Afroman. Baby, if y'all have not been following this Afroman nonsense, baby, I don't know what to tell you. Because, baby, I have been getting my life for the last 2 days watching this trial. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Somebody just sent me something. Hold on. Oh, child. We're going to talk about that. Somebody just said this to me. We are definitely getting ready to talk about that. Matter of fact, let me go on. Because you see Uncle Nearest is in the title. So we are definitely going to talk about that. Let's get into what we have to talk about so we can get into Uncle Nearest and we can get into Uncle Nearest and we can get into Afroman. Now, yesterday we told you guys that Jay-Z was going to be headlining the Roots picnic. And we also talked about how he allegedly had booked the Barclays. I thought we had said for a week so that he could for his Reasonable Doubt, the anniversary of Reasonable Doubt. Well, it has been confirmed today. Jay-Z announced his rare 2-night event to celebrate the iconic albums Reasonable Doubt and The Blueprint. Now, they said that he blocked off a week. I feel like he blocked off a week because he know them 2 days are going to sell out, so that they have the leeway to add shows if he chooses to. So I suspect that it's going to be more than 2 shows. I suspect it's going to probably be 3, maybe even 4 shows. Because that's going to sell out if it ain't already sold. Like, I don't know when the tickets go on sale, but I promise you the minute them tickets go on sale, they're going to sell out. And he's going to probably sell out 2 nights like that. Don't know what the prices of the tickets are, but I'm sure they're expensive as hell. But y'all have a good time. And I would not be shocked if he doesn't record it and make it on Netflix special or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't do that. That's the man that sing Because I Got High. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jay-Z, I've seen Jay-Z in concert. He's a good time. He's a good time. He is a good time. But shouts out to him. We're gonna, hey, I ain't mad about it. I ain't mad about it. All right. Okay. Kanye West has filed a motion to overturn a $140,000 jury verdict in the Malibu Mansion lawsuit and argues that the ex-employee provided no medical evidence and seeks a new trial. Kenneth, why they keep breaking into your apartment? Didn't they just break into your apartment a few months ago? Somebody must be watching your apartment and knows when you're not there. Because that's crazy that your apartment will be broken into twice, like in a 6-month window. That's crazy. Somebody's watching your apartment. You might need to move or something. That's crazy. But I'm glad you weren't there and things can be replaced, honey. Is there something Blue Ivy can do with her daddy? I mean, I don't understand that question. I don't know what you mean. Is there something Blue Ivy can do with her? Oh, you mean like because she comes out on stage and dances with Beyonce? I mean, she might got some bars for us. We never know. She might be in the studio with Jay-Z. She might come out there and drop some bars on us. I don't know. We wasn't ready for her to come up out that stage the first time she was dancing. Child. So she might be able to give us some bars. Uh-oh. Chuck said, Kenneth, do you have a crazy ex? Yeah, Glen Burnie is a decent area. I think somebody's watching his apartment because, again, his apartment, they just broke into his apartment a couple of months ago. I think it's somebody that knows he's not there because he travels a lot for his job, and I think it's somebody that knows he's not there. I don't have nothing to say about this Kanye West situation. Y'all know that we have put him on the permanent sick and shut in, but I just thought I would give y'all the headline. Do with that as you may. Just do with that as you may, because I don't have a lot for him. Byron Allen announced a groundbreaking partnership with his HBCU Go with the UNCF to launch a new series called HBCU Voices. I'm here for it. Anything that supports HBCUs and the expansion and the stability of HBCUs, y'all know I'm here for it. I just want my HBCU to get recognized. I mean, they always go to Spelman, and that's no disrespect to my Spelman sisters. It's no disrespect to my Spelman sisters. But Spelman is not the only all-female HBCU. Like, can Benny get some love? I feel like whenever people want to give money to HBCUs, it's like the top 5 that always get the money. Can some other HBCUs get some of the love? That's why I love what Steve Jobs' ex-wife is doing, all this money that she's been giving out. I know, Ravine, it ain't personal. It's just, can we get some? You know, it ain't, you know, I love y'all. I love my Spelman sisters. I do. I wanted to go to Spelman at one point in time. That's another story for another day. But Mackenzie, his ex-wife has actually been giving money to a lot of the HBCUs that don't always get recognized. And again, can Benny get some love? Hey, Mackenzie, Scott. Hey, can we get some love, please? Byron Allen used to have a late night talk show. You applied to Benny? Well, no, I didn't apply to Spelman. But Spelman was my number one choice until I visited. That's what I said. I said, whose ex-wife did I say? I meant Steve Jobs. I meant Jeff Bezos. Steve Jobs was gay. He had a wife. I know that doesn't mean anything, but I just never heard that he was gay. I never heard that. I never heard that. I never heard. Who knew that? Steve Jobs had a whole wife. Because his wife was dating Adrian Fenty, the former mayor of D.C. When he left D.C., he was dating her. They dated for years. I didn't know that. Who said that? T, how you know that? I ain't never heard that. The CEO of Apple is gay. Oh, okay. The current CEO of Apple, not the former, because he's the former. Steve Jobs is the former CEO of Apple, right? So you mean the current CEO of Apple? Okay, T apologized. She said, I think you might be getting the current one mixed up. I don't think that people are purposely spreading. She got them mixed up, y'all. It's okay. It's all good. We do it. All of us. It's okay. The current CEO of Apple, y'all are saying, is gay. Got it. No problem. Listen. We on the same page now, because I had never heard that before. I was about to say, what? Oh, I already told y'all the story time about Spelman. Oh, okay. Yeah, it had something to do with the friend I was with. Yep, sure did. Yep. Yeah, it was a mistake, y'all. She was talking about the current CEO, not the former CEO. But either way, I had the wrong person altogether. I was talking about Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, not Steve Jobs at all. But his ex-wife has been giving away so much money. And I'm just waiting, and I'm patiently waiting because I feel like she's making her rounds. Like she's been giving away money, and I feel like she's making her way around. And eventually she's going to get to Bennett. I believe it. Tracy said the bar is open. We have a pineapple jalapeno margarita. We have a pomegranate martini and a black cherry old fashioned. And for the non-drinkers, we have a passion fruit strawberry spritzer. You know I want that old fashioned. Wait a minute, really, B? Are you on spring break? No, boo. I gotta go to work in the morning. My spring break ain't for 2 more weeks. It's not next week. It's the week after that. Mm-hmm. Ash Tuck said margarita her and give and a double shot. Double shot. Okay. All right. Remy Ma, it has gotten a cease and desist from Rick Ross. He has accused her media company of using his music and nickname to produce The Biggest Boss, a movie about an officer who steals drugs and turns into a rapper. Now, as far as them using your music, I understand, sir. They can use your music all they want. They can use your music. But as far as this story is concerned, the only way you can get them to stop as far as this movie is to admit that you're the person they're talking about. Which means you would have to admit that you stole the drugs and you was, I mean, because we know you were a former corrections officer. But hell, you stole your name. You stole your name from Freeway Ricky Ross, one of the biggest drug dealers in the history of the game. So I mean, you stole your name. She can't tell your story. And again, you would have to admit that this is your story. Some of her network people will be down to the award show. Shout out to them. They're so nice and all right. All right. Right. Rick Ross going somewhere. Leave that lady alone. Leave that black lady alone that's trying to do some things. Leave that woman alone. All right. I have a ship we did not ask for. Now tell me, shut up, Tracy. Now tell me if this is something you asked for. For those of you that are new here, we have a segment here called Shit We Did Not Ask For. If you are a member, oh, I have some new emojis I need to add too. I have some new emojis for members. And I have to change the name. I have to add executive board member tier. I have to do that. Let me try to remember to do that when I get off of here. But for those of you that are new here, we have a segment that we have called Shit We Did Not Ask For. So I'm going to give you guys something and you're going to tell me whether it's something you asked for or not. If you are a member, you have your emojis to say shit, yes, you asked for it, no, you didn't ask for it, or a hell no, you didn't ask for it. Now, if you're not a member, you can still play the game. You're going to put a 1 in the chat if it's something you asked for. You're going to put a 2 in the chat if it's something you did not ask for. And you're going to put a 3 in the chat if it's just a hell no for you. Okay? Y'all ready? He can block them from using his movie. They have to clear music before using it in a movie. That's why I said he can stop them from using the music, but he can't stop them from telling that story. I want to eat blue crab tonight, but really B ain't with me. You don't need me to eat some blue crab? All right. Y'all ready? Candace, we gonna link up. You just gotta catch me when, baby, we gonna link up. I asked the doctor today about me always being so tired. Y'all, when I say I'm always tired, I am always tired. And I know part of it is that I'm not sleeping well, but she gonna run some tests to see if there's more to it because I am always tired. But anyway, and part of it is if I'm being honest, I probably need to go to bed earlier. I probably need to take my ass to bed at like 9:30, 10 o'clock instead of 11:30, 12 o'clock. If I'm being honest. But anyway, y'all ready? The shit you did not ask for. They have announced a hit-for-hit battle for Tyrese versus Tank. A 1 if you're here, a 2, if you're here for it, a 2 if you're not here for it, or a 3 if it's a hell no. No, I don't have, I haven't had low iron. If my iron is low, it's something new. I do have lavender. I have lavender oil. I take magnesium. I have been taking magnesium. And the magnesium has been helping. Okay. I see a lot of ones. So let me tell you what my frustration is with this. Because I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for some Tank. And, we can take a lot of things away from Tyrese, but we can't take away the fact that boy can sing. But here's what I don't want. I don't need no impromptu lives from Tyrese crying. I don't need no drama from him. Can we just get up there and sing some songs? Can we just get up there and sing some songs? I don't need no whole bunch of drama. Tyrese, please don't bring out 500 people on the stage. We don't need that, sir. Can we just have a night of R&B? Can we just have a night of R&B? Do we have to infuse it and mix it up? Can we just have a night of R&B? You don't think that's how it works with Tyrese? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Savon. Yes, Ray V, he wears me out. That's what I'm telling you. Baby, he wears me out. Do you hear me? Tyrese and Tank been friends forever since before the fame. I'm fine with that. I just don't want. Can we just get a night of R&B? I want y'all to get out there and sing. I want like the night when. Remember when Babyface and Teddy Riley were doing their verses. And remember when Teddy Riley was trying to be all extra and have all these people in the studio and have all these theatrics and had all this extra equipment, and his shit blew out. Y'all got to remember. Y'all got to go back to the Panorama and remember this. But remember, he was trying to do all this extra shit, so then they had to he had to reset everything, and he had to just dim it down and just do the basic shit. And remember how Babyface was in his studio with just his guitar and his stool, and he was just like, because he was like, I don't need all of that. That's what I need. I just need a night of just some R&B. I don't need all that extra stuff. I don't need all the shit. We don't need no pyrotechnics. We don't need you to have 50 people on stage hopping around. Like, you can make that your finale. Like, your last song, you could give us a whole, for your last song, bring out the Brad, do How Do You Like It? Bring out Jermaine Dupri. Like, you can blow up the stage at the end. But can we just start off here? Can we just give some straight up back and forth, some R&B? Right, we got a free Babyface concert because Babyface was like, all right then, well, I guess I'm just going to give you all 562 of these hits I got that I was ready to sing tonight. Okay. But anyway, looks like most of y'all are here for it. Okay, then. Looks like most of y'all are here for it. Okay. Now, I have some sad news to announce. Hold on. I absolutely hate when our heroes, hold on. I hate when stuff comes out about our heroes, but I'm also going to side with women and believe women, right? So it has come to light, and I'm not saying that this is new information. I'm saying it's new to me. So some of y'all might be like, I've been knew that. I heard that years ago. Okay, well, I didn't. Okay. Cesar Chavez, famous migrant worker, Latino activist, has been hit with some allegations of SA involving hold on, let me read y'all this. Now, this is Newsweek. I don't know if we're gonna read the whole damn article, but we're gonna read enough of it. Okay. A detailed investigation published by the New York Times. Chavez, who co-founded the United Farm Workers and died in 1993, has long been honored with schools, streets, and annual commemorative holiday bearing his name. The Times investigation reports accounts from women who say Chavez SA'd them in California during the 1960s and 1970s when he held power within the farm worker movement. Summaries of the reporting by multiple outlets say some of the alleged abuse occurred in California's Central Valley, including Delano, where Chavez was based while leading what became the UFW. One account places an alleged assault in a secluded grape field near Delano in the mid-1960s, while others allege the abuse is described as occurring over several years during the 1970s. In response, the United Farm Workers acknowledged what it described as deeply troubling allegations against its co-founder. In a statement, the union said the alleged behavior would be sorry, y'all, it's a pop-up. Would be incompatible with its values and announced it would not participate in Cesar Chavez Day events this year. The UFW also said it has not received direct reports or firsthand knowledge of the allegations, but considers them serious enough to warrant immediate action, including the creation of a confidential, trauma-informed channel for people who have been harmed to come forward. It just goes on to talk about the other areas in which it has been affected. Also, I saw today where what's her name? The other co-founder. What's her name? Oh shoot, I could see it. Dolores Horta. I hope I'm saying her name right. Dolores Horta. She was a longtime laborer and organizer with Cesar Chavez, who co-founded the United Farm Workers movement, said that she also was abused during that time by Chavez. Listen, it's coming out now because the New York Times did an article. They did an investigation. Probably people. So let me tell you what, and I don't know this to be a fact. This is my opinion. Somebody can correct me. Hold on. Let me finish. Because it might say it in the article. Okay. Okay, hold on. So there's a couple of ways we can look at this. Let's look at it from the left and let's look at it from the right. And I don't mean politically left and right. I just mean in general left and right. Let's look at it from the left and let's look at it from the right. Let me ask y'all this question. Let me say this. One way we can look at it is maybe there have been whispers for years about Cesar Chavez. Maybe people have complained. Women have said something. We know how this happens. It's not that people didn't say anything. It's who listened, who believed it. It's not that women didn't talk about it. It's who listened and who believed it, right? So it could be something as simple as a New York Times reporter finally decided to follow up on whispers that have been out there for years about Cesar Chavez, right? We already know how hard it is to bring down influential figures until somebody decides to talk and the dam breaks. We know that. We've seen it with Weinstein and Diddy and countless other people. We can go down the list of people who gained trust and prestige and status, and one or two people complaining or women saying this happened to me, especially migrants, especially immigrants, especially people who did not have power, their voice didn't matter. Who's listening to them, right? It could honestly be something along those lines. And then finally, somebody said, wait a minute, I found a couple of police reports here, or I heard a story from this person that led to another story that led to another story that led to another story. And it could just as easily be something like that. So when people say, why now? Maybe that's why now. Even his co-founder, the woman that worked side by side with him, never said anything publicly. But now that other people have spoken, now she's saying, yes, he violated me as well. But if nobody else has said anything, I think she would have went to her grave with that. You see what I'm saying? Now, it could be that. Or it could be a scheme set up by MAGA to come to us with the bullshit. Because if you want to discredit the Latino community, the best way to do it is to tear down its foundation. Pick away at its leaders and its heroes. But here's the flip side. We can't take away from the fact that it still may be true. You can say, why now? Why are we bringing it up? Why are we talking about it? But if it's true, it's true. I don't care if the man is dead. If it's true, it's true. You know what I'm saying? Now, somebody might say, well, was the New York Times encouraged to follow up on this story for nefarious reasons? Maybe. Some of the underage victims admitted to having children. See, now that's DNA. That's an easy way to prove that, baby. That's DNA right there. Because let's not forget, J. Edgar Hoover did that to Martin Luther King. Remember, J. Edgar Hoover had Martin Luther King on tapes cheating on Coretta. Was it embarrassing? Was it used as a tool to tear down the movement? Yeah. But was it true? It was true. He was sleeping with other women. And the FBI got him on tape having sex with other women. So it's like, okay, it's effed up that they're using it against him. They're using it to tear him down. But if it's true, it's true. And if they say they got women that had churn, baby, that's DNA. DNA don't lie. DNA don't lie. And all they got to do is do the math. If you were 14 years old when you got pregnant, or even 17 years old when you got pregnant, and we do the DNA, and the DNA, and this he the pappy, ain't no more conversation. And I don't care why the information came out. I'm not gonna sit here and defend a potential predator just because we don't like the motives for why somebody told the story. But this is dangerous day. MAGA can drag out Hoover's Martin Luther. I think you meant to say Martin Luther King tapes. We done already heard the tapes. Who didn't know that Martin Luther King cheated on his wife? I mean, I don't think at this point it ain't gonna hurt nobody today. We already know. I know. Y'all didn't know. I mean, that's not news to me. I found out that Martin Luther King cheated on on Coretta. I found that out when I was a teenager. Y'all didn't know that? Yeah, Martin. There was a white woman that he really wanted to marry. They made him marry Coretta. That was basically an arranged marriage. I'm not saying they didn't love each other, but he was encouraged to date her. You didn't believe it? Why? Because you just didn't want it to be true. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell you how, when I found out, what was that movie? Wasn't that movie King with what's the actor? What is the actor? The guy that played in Claudine, that played the boyfriend in Claudine. What's his? I can see his face, but I can't think of his name. He just passed away. He just passed away last year, and I didn't know he was gay. Now that's somebody I didn't know was gay till he died. I was like, he was gay. I think he just passed away a few years. No, not Forrest Whitaker. What is his name? No, not James Earl Jones. No. Hold on, let me look it up. He passed away. Paul Whitfield. Thank you, lovely Nola. Paul Whitfield. It was like a docuseries called King. Not a docuseries, but it was like a back in the day they used to have those made for TV movies. and it was like a 3-part like series on Martin Luther King. It was just called King. And I remember watching it as a kid. And there was a part in the movie where a tape recorder was delivered. A tape recorder was delivered to, I want to say it was delivered to Coretta. And she played it, and all you heard, obviously it was, this was like the 1980s, and obviously they weren't going to be explicit about it, but they played the tape, and you just basically heard people panting. And I was too young to understand at the time what it was. But as soon as I kind of got a couple of years older, I was like, oh. And then when his FBI file came out, it all came out in his FBI file. And then when they did the movie, when they did the Malcolm X movie, they talked about it. Selma, have y'all never seen Selma? Y'all never seen Selma? Go back to Selma. That had Common in it. Came out a few years ago. Had Common in it and Oprah Winfrey. When they talked about Bloody Sunday and stuff. There's a whole scene in the movie where Coretta confronts him. There's a whole scene of the movie. And the scene actually sort of drags on a little bit. It's a little drag. It drags on. But if you've ever seen Selma, they have a whole scene. Yeah. So anyway, with that being said, the FBI used those types of tactics. So I'm sure, yeah, he played on 227 in the Learning Tree. Yep, sure did. Right, Ravine. They had a scene with them listening to the tape together. Yep, sure did. Yeah, go back and watch. If y'all haven't seen Selma, go back and watch Selma. It's in there. I mean, it just is what it is, y'all. It's a reality, But does that take away from to me? It's like with Bill Clinton. Does what he was doing with Monica Lewinsky take away from the fact that I thought he was a pretty good president? No. Do I think he was a great husband? Not so much. He wasn't a great husband, but I thought he was a pretty good president. I'm not going to take away what Martin Luther King did because he was a cheater. I mean, he was a cheater. I wasn't married to him. Now, somebody say, well, there's an added layer of him being a preacher, and that's true. But he wasn't my preacher, so. I mean, he wasn't my pastor, so. Paul Winfield played in all them damn black movies from the 80s and 70s, child. He was in all them movies. Have I ever seen Bill Clinton's black son? No. I've heard rumors about Bill Clinton have a black son. I don't know them to be true, though. Yeah, I mean, he's an imperfect man. Like, I'm not going to hold that against him. There's a lot of things I can hold against people, but that ain't one of them. Not that. Not that. Okay. But I'm sorry to hear it. Again, I'm not going to negate it just because it's an uncomfortable reality. I'm not going to negate that this is true. And I'm sorry that his legacy has now been tarnished when he's not here to defend himself. Like, I'm sorry. That's all I can say is I'm sorry. But if it is what it is, I guess. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. No, we almost at Afroman. We got to talk about Uncle Nearest, and then we're going to get to Afroman. Listen. speaking of people who have disappointed me, Fawn, come here. Fawn Weaver, come here. Get your ass down here. She's still over there cutting up. Damn it. All right. In the latest chapter of, we might have to just start doing episodic reviews of what's going on with Uncle Nearest. I mean, because this is just ridiculous at this point. Let me read y'all the update, the latest of what Fawn Weaver got going on. So yesterday, Fawn Weaver and her attorneys thought it was a good idea so disappointed to run down to the courthouse and file a Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Now, we've talked about Chapter 11 is a reorganization. And here it is right here where she done filed. That's it right there. She done went and filed the paperwork for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. As you can see here, it says Farm Credit versus Uncle Nearest. I'm sorry. That's the second part. Never mind. That's the second part. But her and her attorneys then ran down to file bankruptcy. Now, hold on. I want y'all to hear this.
The receivership of Uncle Nearest is done. If you've been reading the headlines lately, you probably thought that wasn't possible, but rest assured, it always was. And it is. I'm so grateful to God for a leadership team who kept their heads down and kept working. The same leadership team you've watched build Uncle Nearest never wavered. They blocked out the noise. Over the past 4 days, our legal teams have set several things in motion to protect this company, the legacy of Nearest Grain, and the hundreds of thousands of people who have helped build Uncle Nearest one bottle at a time. First, Keith and I, as individuals, as well as the company's largest shareholder, filed a lawsuit against Farm Credit Mid-America in the Supreme Court of the state of New York. The complaint lays the groundwork to prove the bank knowingly circulated false accusations about Uncle Nearest, as well as Keith and me, including claims of missing inventory, financial misconduct, negative cash flow, and insolvency, despite possessing the records that contradicted every single one of those claims. More than 10 attorneys across New York, Atlanta, and New Orleans have spent the last 7 months reviewing this evidence together, and to say that they are ready to litigate this case is an understatement. Second, this morning I approved the filing of Chapter 11 to reorganize our debt to protect our team members, all Uncle Nearest creditors, not just one, and our shareholders. That filing immediately stayed the earlier lawsuit. Many who've read the headlines are understandably concerned about the allegations of financial irregularities. Frankly, if I were just reading the headlines or only the bank's allegations, I'd be concerned too. But that's one of the reasons I approved entering Chapter 11 this morning, because Chapter 11 requires complete financial transparency. In that courtroom, no one gets to hide behind filings without evidence or accusations without proof. And the picture that has been painted about Uncle Nearest will now have to be proven through numbers that add up, not words. Court filings associated with our Chapter 11 proceeding will reflect $13.2 million in unsecured obligations. The loan at issue with Farm Credit has a principal balance of $102.6 million, which the company disputes, and will address that through claims and counterclaims against that lender. These liabilities, however, stack up against an enterprise value estimated at approximately $529 million. Chapter 11 is what has allowed so many of America's longest standing companies to...
All right, that's it. I mean, she long-winded. That's all I got. Here's the problem. She lying. The receivership is not done. Girl, who called you and told you the receivership was over? Fawn. Who is answering the phone down to the Uncle Nearest and told you it's over? Who got you down there singing, can you feel a brand new day? Who got you doing that? Because that is not true. Ma'am, the receivership is not over. Who told you that? Number 2, hey, come here, girl. You can't file a bankruptcy while your company is in receivership. So here's what happened.
Chapter 11 is what is allowed.
Child, shut up, girl. Just shut up. Here's what happened. This letter went out. I'm going to read y'all this letter. Hold on, let me take my glasses off because y'all know I can't see the small damn writing. It says, Kelly, I have just been made aware that you filed bankruptcy cases for Uncle Nearest Incorporated, Nearest Green Distillery Incorporated, and Uncle Nearest Real Estate Holdings Incorporated. So first of all, they didn't say, it just say Kelly, right? It ain't say good afternoon, Mrs., Mr. It doesn't say dearest, regard. It say girl, hey Kelly. And then it says, I trust that you are aware that these entities are in a receivership proceeding before the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Tennessee, and that I am serving as receiver. Hey, it's still under receivership. You know how I know? Because I'm the fucking receiver. If not, please see the attached order. In other words, I attached my order to this email in case you didn't know. I would specifically draw your attention to paragraph 10Q, which grants me the authority to file any bankruptcy petition. In other words, if there's going to be a bankruptcy, I'll do it. I don't need your help. I'll do it. By this email, I'm asking you to dismiss these petitions by 5 o'clock Central Standard Time today and send me the notice of the dismissal. If not, we will file motions to dismiss them and seek sanctions under 11 USC 105. I have already alerted the U.S. Trustee Office that these are unauthorized filings and will be alerting the U.S. District Court of the same before the end of the day. I trust further action on my part to dismiss these fraudulent filings will be unnecessary. Signed, Thomas Burton, PLLC. Oh, but we're not done. Farm Credit of America, you know, the people that started this whole thing, Farm Credit America, they filed their own paperwork yesterday. Let me tell you what they filed. Farm Credit of America, Mid-America, versus Uncle Nearest. This was filed on, I don't have the date right here. Oh, no, March the 17th, this was filed. It says the following. Receivers expedited motion for sanctions. So now, on top of the fact that they said, you better withdraw this bankruptcy by 5 o'clock Central Standard Time today. He didn't even say close the business because they said you might get close the business mixed up. You might be on East Coast time and I'm on Central time. You might be on West Coast time and I'm on Central time. So I want to be clear what I mean when I say close the business. I mean 5 o'clock Central Standard Time. Now we're going to file some sanctions. Pursuant to receiver order, the receiver is exclusively vested with all the powers of officers, directors, members, and managers of Uncle Nearest and the subject entities to take or refrain from taking any and all actions on behalf of Uncle Nearest and the subject entities and all of the different entities. To act, you know, he's saying I got the right to do this. They want sanctions against Miss Weaver and the attorneys for even filing this bullshit to begin with, and they filed that yesterday. Y'all, what's wrong with her? was really rocking with her. I really was, y'all. Y'all know I was. I was riding hard for her. I said, these white people just trying to take this black company from her. I told y'all, that's how I felt. And I felt that. Y'all know when I say something and I mean it, I stand in it. Now, do I still think that they may have had, you know, some motives? Maybe. But hell, girl, you making it easy for them. That's like if you riding around in a brand new 2026 fully loaded BMW truck with all of the bells and whistles. Does somebody want to take it? Maybe they do. Maybe somebody wants what you got. But if you run into the 7-Eleven with the keys in the seat and the engine running, you making it a lot easier for somebody to steal it. What is wrong with y'all? I say y'all. I meant her. Girl, who told you the receivership was in it? Who told you that? And then you decided to file bankruptcy. That's what you drive? Girl, somebody want it. Me. But I'm not going to steal it. I'm going to buy one. Okay. I said... Xavier said her mental health might be off. Maybe. Because she said that shit with her chest. Baby, she said that shit with her full chest. I just can't. And listen, I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for Uncle Nearest. And let's get it twisted. I'm not going to stop supporting Uncle Nearest. I just think I don't know what she got going on. I'm still going to buy the liquor. I'm still going to drink the liquor. But I don't know what she got going on. Anyway. That's what I want. For real, Universal Guidance, I want an X6. That's exactly what I want. I want an X6. Sure do. I sure do. Now, I ain't buying one no time soon. I just bought a car. But I've had my car almost, will it be 3 years? Or 2 years? Shit, I don't even remember. But I know I haven't had it more than 3 years. But that's what I want. That's what I want. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I be trying with these people. All right. It's 218 people in the room. We ain't closed these doors. Let's get these doors closed so we can get into Afroman. So we can get over here to Afroman. Let's close these doors.
I said close them doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors.
That daggone Marvin Sapp got them people mad at him all over again down to his church, child. They said that he got drama with the praise team. They need to just go on, and the whole praise team need to just sit down, and they need to just play some. I was talking to Cruiser today. She said they need to just play some old commission. They need to put on some old commission CDs, honey. That they did the praise team. Really, B, are you going to also talk about this lady on TikTok making allegations against Boosie? I don't care nothing about Boosie. No, Sharice, I'm sorry. Tell Boosie call Trump to help him. Yeah, I don't care nothing about Boosie. Sorry, not sorry. Yes. Close the doors. Move it to the left. Oh, both of my Urshas are here today. So Don is on the left and Kenneth is on the right. On the left-hand side, it's free 99. If y'all could please, it's 211 y'all in here. If y'all could please hit that like button. If you came in here and you forgot to hit the like button, just go on back and hit the bell. Just go on back real quick and hit that bell. Go on and hit that bell. Y'all know what it is over here. The more likes we have, the more my engagement goes up. The more YouTube tells people that we are over here. The more the likes go up. We only have 104 likes. Can we get it up to? I would love to get it up to. Can we get it up to 200? Is that too much to ask to get it to 200? If y'all can hit the like button, please. What up, Marcus from Richmond? Hey, boo. Why is it so cold in Maryland? Thank God for the heat. Because I told you that, Kenneth. I told you last week. What did I tell you last week, Kenneth? Then I tell you that somebody that pissed off Mother Nature. Now, I don't know. Okay. Thank you, boo. Now, Kenny's got he's on the right-hand side. If you want to make a monetary donation to the channel, you may do so. It is $7.53. So $7.53, $17.53, $27.53, $753. If y'all want to make a monetary donation to the channel. Really B, I have a 2024 X6 with less than 10K miles if you want to buy it. Ooh, don't threaten me with a good time. Don't threaten me with a good time. Hey, Phil. Hey, boo. Baby, I ain't in no market to buy no car right now. I'm too busy. I'm too busy spending my money on flights. But I wish I was, because that does sound like you got, that's a good one right there. Less than 10,000 miles. My gosh. Yes. But baby, I ain't in no market for no car right now. I got other things to do with my money right now. It's cold as F out here. It ain't that cold now. Calm down, y'all. It ain't that cold. But yeah, now speaking of which, the Easter basket, for those of you who were not here yesterday, I did decide that we will do the Easter basket donation. The link, I know I dropped the link. Don has dropped the link. I'm gonna drop the link again. If you know somebody that could benefit from a dinner, because we're saying it's going to be an Easter dinner, but it's basically for people who would benefit from an Easter basket. I know our government. Thank you, Ravine. Thank you, Ravine. Thank you, boo. I know our government, is partially shut down. We have our TSA workers. We are at war. We have our military families. And if you just know somebody, gas is up, groceries are up. People are losing their jobs. We know Black women disproportionately have lost their job in the last 2 years. Year and a half. So if you know somebody that could benefit from a nice dinner, a free bag of groceries on their doorstep, please fill out that form. And like I told you guys, I will take names until next Friday. And on next Sunday, I will start ordering the baskets so that everybody's basket will be delivered no later than Saturday morning before Easter. I want to try to get them all there by Friday, but no later than Saturday morning before Easter. We said that I said that the average when I did the grocery, dinner, it was coming to about $36. So I just rounded up to $40 per dinner. So if you guys want to sponsor a dinner, we rounded it up to $40 a dinner. And I told you guys, I will order as many dinners as there are donations. So if we get 20 donations we get 20 names and we've gotten enough donations between myself and you guys to cover it, then we'll feed all 20 families. And it's a first come, first serve basis. So please fill that out, that form out. And like I said, I will be taking names until next Friday. So if you're not sure of people's address, please find a way to get their full address. Please, if they live in an apartment, I need the apartment number, y'all. If they have a security gate, I need to know where deliveries go if somebody's not home. All of that's on the form, but that's the... Oh my God, Candace, what? Candace, you about to make me fall out. My God. See, this is what I say, y'all. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. Whew, okay. I can't wait to put my arms around your neck, sir. I cannot wait to put my arms around your neck. You just don't understand. I love my Kenneth. Kenneth's going on the cruise too, y'all. Kenneth is going on the cruise, honey. I can't wait to wrap my arms around your neck. I am going to try. I have something to do tomorrow after work, but I'm going to see if I can try to link up with you, though. But I do have something to do tomorrow, though. Oh, I have something to do every day this week. Ooh. Right. Someone broke into Kenneth's house and he's still giving. My God. My God. So y'all, we probably have enough now for 20 names between the donations from yesterday, today, and Kenneth's generous donation. So please, even if it's you guys, I don't tell nobody nothing. For Christmas and for Thanksgiving, some people nominated themselves, and that's okay. If you need it, you need it. If life is busting you upside the head right now, life is busting you upside the head right now. I ain't telling nobody. I'm just ordering the baskets, honey. If it's your neighbor, if it's your coworker, if it's your aunt, cousin, I've had people order for family members that live in other states. Okay, so please, again, fill out the form. Fill out the form. As you can see, we have enough to send out some baskets. So please do. Okay. Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you so much. All right. And don't forget the Dare to Dream event. Don't forget the Dare to Dream event that we will, myself and Shade in the City. Oh, I gotta upload the updated. Hold on, y'all. Somebody at my door. I think it's probably just a package, but let me check. Hold on, let me put that up on the screen real quick. I'll be right back. Whew. All right, sorry about that, y'all. If you are in the area or you are close enough to the area to get here, okay, boo, thank you. We are, myself and Shade in the City, are hosting author Didi Pecchioni Cummings, Dreaming Out Loud. She is going to take us through a session on daring to dream. She's written a book about daring to dream. She is a therapist by trade. By profession, I should say. She's a therapist by profession. The event is going to take place on July the 18th, 2023. 2:30 through 5:30. It's going to be at M Lounge Studios in Bowie, Maryland. So if you are in the area, or I know people like Tracy who's traveling down here. Yesterday, I told you guys about hotels in the area if you are coming in from out of town. And the link for the tickets, I'll put it in the chat. The tickets right now, we have early bird until April the 15th of $80. General seating is $90, and VIP seating, which is a seat at the table, is $110. Everybody will get a gift package, which includes a signed copy of the book. And yes, there will be food. Yes, food is included. And also, I think I showed y'all this before, but I'll show y'all the venue. Hold on, let me pull it up. Let me show y'all the venue. Because it's also like a content creator studio where you'll have all of the different hold on. Is this it? Hold on. Is this the right one? Oh gosh. Okay, never mind. Is this it right here? No. All right, let me see. Here it is right here. All right, I'm gonna let y'all see it. I can't play it because it's got copyrighted music in the TikTok. What's light refreshments? Whatever my sister make. My sister is the chef that'll be making. My sister will be preparing the food. The studio space is owned by a Black woman. This is a whole Black woman empowered event. Now, you don't have to be a Black woman to come. You could be a Black man to come. So I don't want my fellas to feel. I gotta put some grease on my head, child. It's all over the place. But I want y'all to see the space where we'll be having the event. Again, I'm gonna turn the volume off so y'all can see it. Hold on, let me go back to the beginning. It's a content creating space which has all of these different backdrops, so you can take pictures, bring a change of clothes, to take pictures all through the space. Again, I would play the sound, but it's got music. It's got copyrighted music. You see these are has over 40 different settings, and you can take pictures, bring you a change of clothes, honey, and do you a whole photo shoot. And this is where the event is going to be set up. The table is going to be set up in this space with the chairs, and this is where we'll be having our session. So again, when you come in, again, you have plenty of time to take pictures with if you're a professional photographer or amateur photographer, bring your phone, bring, oh, let me make this a little bit bigger. That is the space that we'll be using. And again, you see there are over 40 different locations, 40 different settings to take the different pictures. Okay. All right. So that's what we have going on. Let me stop sharing that now. That's what we have going on. That is where the venue is going to be, and it's in Bowie, Maryland. If you live in the area, it's right there at Bowie Mall. Oh, Tracy, I haven't called the lady yet, but I'm going to talk to her about alcohol. I think we can, but I just need to check what the parameters are. I'll find out, Tracy. I would definitely find out. That's the link for the tickets, you guys. That is the link to purchase your ticket. You have until April the 15th for early bird. After that, the tickets are $90 and VIP is $110. And the VIP is limited. We've already sold all the tickets that we've already sold have all been VIP. So the VIP is limited. But we have, again, we have plenty of space for the general seating area. You just got back. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, boo. Okay. Was that all the announcements? Is that all the church announcements? All right, let's get into this Afroman, child. Hold on. Let's get into this Afroman. First of all, for those who don't know who Afroman is the rapper who made that song, But I Got High. I wish I could play it, but of course I can't. But it was like, I was going to clean up my room, and then I got high. I was going to walk the dog, and then I got high. I'm sure that's not exactly how it goes, but y'all know the song. But it's like, and then I got high, and then I got high, and then I got high. And it's like one of those really silly songs, but it catches on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it catches on, and it's like, you can't get it out your head then. So what happened was, let me tell y'all what happened. Marilyn said, that's my song. So let me tell y'all what happened, y'all. A couple of years ago, and I think we actually talked about it over here. We didn't go too deep into it, but I think we actually talked about it over here. A couple of years ago, the police, they had a warrant, and the police bust down that man's door and went into his house looking for drugs. They showed up at his house. They waved a weapon in his kid's face because he wasn't there, but his kids and his wife were there. They had weapons. I think he said it was an AK-47. They ran all through his house. He has cameras in his house, so he had the footage of them going all through his house, right? They have the footage of them going all through his house. He's got footage of them trying to disable the cameras. Why y'all trying to disable his cameras? He's got footage of them. They threw the middle finger up at his cameras. All of these things. They seized that he had cash in the house. They took the cash. All of these things. Well, come to and the warrant was for drugs and kidnapping. For drugs and kidnapping. Well, come to find out, the warrant was based on false information or bad information, and it was a valid warrant, but it wasn't based on accurate information, right? It wasn't based on accurate information. And so, with that being said, he proceeded once, and then they gave him all of the stuff they took back out of his house, except for all of his money. He said that the money, they took $5,000 out of his house, but they only gave him back $4,500. So he's like, where's the rest of my damn money? Where's the rest of my damn money? So what ended up happening was he filed paperwork against the police department saying, y'all came in my house under, I don't want to say it was false because the information was just wrong. Kind of like what happened, unfortunately, what happened with Breonna Taylor. They were at they had wrong information. He was like, so y'all need to fix my gate. Y'all need to fix my door that y'all busted down. And where's my money that y'all stole from me? And basically they ignored him. The police department ignored him. They took him for some dumb, a dumb igga, like whatever. They talking about something. It was a clerical error. We only took $4,500. You think that man don't know how much money he had in his house? You really think that man didn't know that he had $5,000 and not $4,500? So they tried to say it was a clerical error. They didn't really take his money. That's all the money they took. It was just a clerical error. And they refused to reimburse him. They refused to reimburse him for the door and the gate. They have footage of them coming in his gate and all of that, right? So what Afroman did was Afroman created content using the footage from his house, from the security footage. They thought he was high, right? What's up, Didi? Hey, nephew. He used the content from that footage and he made songs. He made videos and he sold merch. Because he was like, I'm going to get my money one way or the other. I'm going to get my money one way or the other. And as a result, them people sued him. They said he didn't have a right to use their likeness and image without their permission. So them cops sued Afroman. And can I tell y'all that this trial has been the funniest shit I have seen in a long time. We're just going to look at a couple of these clips. We're just going to look at a couple of these clips.
Sean, you were called Officer Poundcake by Mr. Foreman?
Multiple times. You take hundreds of pound cakes at work.
He made a song called Pound Cake after this guy, because this guy, he said, was looking at his pound cake when they was raiding his house. He had a lemon pound cake on his table. And this man said that they started sending pound cakes to the police station. Oh, shit. Hold on. Damn it. Hold on. I done messed up. See? Getting excited. I done messed up. Hold on. Damn it. Girl.
Afroman.
Hold on. Let's listen to Pound Cake again.
Sorry. Sean, you were called Officer Poundcake by Mr. Foreman?
Multiple times. You take hundreds of pound cakes at work. from different people.
Okay. And the context of that name comes from a music video that Mr. Foreman created, correct?
I don't know where he got it at, but you'd have to ask him that question.
Now I'm gonna turn the volume down because he ain't gonna copyright me for playing this song. But oh shoot, the reflection. Oh Lord. Hold on, I'm gonna wait for it to come up so y'all can see the video. Okay. This is the video. He used the footage from his house. I'm gonna just let a little bit of it play. He said, just some lemon pound cake. That's him right there. Baby, he made a whole song called Pound Cake in a video. Let me let y'all. So this is another video he made of one of the white. Damn it. This is another song he made using. There was a white deputy, a white female deputy, and he's making fun of how she was running in the video. So he made another video of her chasing him. That's not really her, but it's like a person pretending to be her running. And you see how she running? See how she running? Now, he put all of this stuff up on his social media to make money off of it, right? Because he was like, look, y'all gonna pay me. One way or the other, y'all are gonna pay me for my pain. There was another one. I'm gonna let y'all hear this one because this one was funny. Is this the one right here?
Receding hairline or dipshit refers to, please?
I'm sorry?
What private fact of yours does that refer to?
I mean, there's a picture of me, and let's see here, talking about
First of all, y'all didn't hear what his attorney said. Which one of these statements are statements that are private information? Because he talked about your receding hairline, and this man is bald. So I guess he was like, that's not a secret that you have a receding hairline, sir. We see it.
I wouldn't trust him with methamphetamine crack ass alone in my house.
So
I find that pretty insulting.
So that statement is what you're suing on.
Well, no. I told you this is one of many.
Well, and that's why
you keep trying to make it singular. I'm telling you it's not singular, it's plural.
Okay, and so one of them is dipshit, one is receding hairline,
yeah,
and the other is meth heads.
Yes.
Is there any more?
Well, when he's sitting there making accusations against the organization that I, at that time, was working for, destroying community trust, all based off of a lie, that's what ultimately stopped.
And that's community trust in the Adams County Sheriff's Department, correct?
Yes.
Let's go back to what was plaintiff's exhibit 5.
Okay.
I unfortunately don't do technology very well. But this was plaintiff's exhibit 5. You said this was referring to you. Where's your picture in this?
I said, you asked me earlier.
Where's your picture?
No. You asked me earlier.
All right, ask the
Chuck said, what is he suing them for? He's suing them because I'm not yelling, but he's suing them because he was like, the police department is saying that he lied on them, that he's suing them for defamation and such. So his attorney is basically he said, I'm an artist. I have freedom of speech under the fact that I'm a rapper, I'm a performer, and I have a right to use hyperbole and exaggeration. Because they were trying to say, like, this one is funny right here. Hold on. And then I'm gonna let y'all see some of his actual testimony. Hold on. Which one is the one I'm looking for? He was like, son of a bitch. Hold on. Is this it? Where is it? It's another one where his attorney was like, so he called you a son of a bitch. He was like, but we have no way of knowing whether that's true or not. And the guy was like, yeah, because my mom's dead. And why his attorney laughed though? It was like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh. And that's not funny. It's not funny. The police are suing Afroman, Chuck. The police are suing Afroman because of all the things he said in their songs about him. So let me let y'all see some of his testimony. This is the shit that's funny. His testimony is what's funny. So let me show y'all some of his testimony.
Searching your house gave you the right to do everything you
Under the circumstance that I got freedom of speech, after they run around my house with guns and kick down my door, I got the right to kick a can in my backyard, use my freedom of speech, turn my bad times into a good time. Yes, I do. And I think I'm a sport for doing so, because I don't go to their house, kick down their doors, flip them off on their surveillance cameras, then try to play the victim and sue them.
You were at Lisa Phillips's deposition, correct?
Yes, sir.
In your lawyer's office.
Yes, sir.
Same office where you filmed part of that video last Friday.
Yes, sir.
And you saw how upset she was when she was answering your lawyer's questions about how this had affected her, right?
Yes, yes,
And you saw your attorney say, do we need to take a break?
yes,
And you saw her say, no, let's go on and get this over with.
yes, sir.
You saw all that.
Yes.
You knew she was upset.
Just like she knew I was upset when she was standing in front of my kids with an AR-15 with her hand around the trigger ready to shoot me. Just like she knew I was upset when she cut my cameras. But I'm not a person, she is. So I'm sorry for being a victim. Let's talk about the predators.
Okay. So you saw all that. You saw how upset she was. You heard the testimony about her children. You heard the testimony at the depositions about Randy Newland's daughter who came home upset. You heard all that. But you're still posting stuff about
Yeah, because I understand it was Randy's fault and all of their fault for coming to my house in the first place. So if they hadn't came to my house, their children wouldn't be saying nothing. None of this would be going home if they did their research and did things right. So all of this is their fault. And now they want to sue me for their mistake.
Is there anything that could change your mind about what you're doing to these deputies?
Is there anything that can change my mind about the fact that they shouldn't have been at my house in the first place? Is there anything that can change my mind about how my money shouldn't have been touched in the first place? No.
Baby, when I tell you he ate their attorney up.
Today was day one of the Afroman.
And is it true that one of your big motivation, really, in making all of these posts is to make money?
To pay for the damage that they brought to my house under the circumstance that they shouldn't have even been there in the first place.
Okay. So the answer to my question is yes, your motivation was to make money.
To pay for the damages that they brought to my house under the circumstances that they shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Have you made enough yet to make up for them?
Not really, you know.
How much have you made on it?
I don't know exactly, but it wasn't hardly $24,000.
$24,000.
It wasn't that. It wasn't that.
You're still making money on today, right? With the new posts and advertisements and things.
That's publicity.
You're still selling merchandise, aren't you?
No, publicity. Just everybody. Thanks to them bringing publicity to this, it's just an opportunity to run numbers up and be an entertainer.
And the more lies, outrageous lies you tell about them, the more money you can make, right?
Fact, they never should have came to my house in the first place. Fact, if they hadn't came to my house, they wouldn't have put themselves on the video camera and in my music career. All of this is their fact. All of this is their fault, and they have the audacity to sue me. These people and you are the predators and the victim at the same time.
So what they did, searching your house, gave you the right to do everything you...
Under the circumstance that I got freedom of speech, after they run around my house with guns and kick down my door, I got the right to kick a can in my backyard, use my freedom of speech.
Baby, when I tell y'all, this man ate them up, y'all have to just listen. Y'all have to go. This man tore their ass up in his American flag suit with his American flag tie and his glasses. Y'all can't tell from that glare, but his American flag glasses. Baby, he tore their ass up. Do you hear me? They was not ready for this man. They weren't ready for him. And he was cleared of all charges. He was cleared of all wrongdoing, y'all. He was cleared. He was cleared. He was cleared. But baby, when I tell you this thing is hilarious to me, I want to find y'all the other one where they said something about that man being a son of a bitch. Here's one.
We have to go through false light first, so does it paint you in a false light? Yes, that my wife is cheating on me with Mr. Foreman. We all know that's not true, correct? I don't know. You want to go there? No, I just want to ask that question, because you said you don't know. I've been with that woman since middle school. I would hope she wouldn't. But you know what? Once somebody puts it out there for their fun and entertainment, it's out there. That my wife is cheating on me with Mr.
One of the lyrics, he talked about how he was doing his wife doggy style. It's, y'all, listen. When I tell y'all this thing has been entertaining me for the past 3 days, I fell into the Afroman algorithm over on the TikTok, and baby, it has been entertaining me. It has been entertaining me. He said he slept with that man's wife doggy style. Okay? He said that's the way she liked it. So the attorney was like, well, we all know that's not true. He talking about something, well, I would hope not. And then he must have realized what he said. He was like, well, I don't want, we want to go there. I've been with that wife since that lady since middle school. Well, you the one that just said you don't know whether you met with them or not. Oh, Lord, breaking news. Real Housewives of Miami has been canceled. Oh, wow. Kim Pryor just went live. It must be something they just put out there. The pound cake song, he insinuated that because he said my mama made that pound cake, so he insinuated that the guy wanted to eat his mama's pound cake. You know, his mama's pound cake. You know, mama's pound cake. Baby, it was hilarious. Now, Tracy, I'm sorry, I can't open up the file you sent me. I can't open it up. So here's him. He won.
The jury finds in favor of the defendant. No plaintiff verdict prevailed.
Look at this man, y'all. Y'all look at this man.
America won. America still has freedom of speech. It's still for the people, by the people. America won.
In all circumstances.
Y'all. This has been the most, I saw somebody say this is the most unserious trial I have ever seen. First of all, let's start at the beginning. The fact that these police officers got their feelings hurt because this man made songs and videos about them talking shit about them after they done busted up in that man's house, accusing him of being a drug dealer and kidnapping people. And then you didn't find nothing. And then come to find out that the warrant was based off of fraudulent information. And y'all wouldn't replace his door. And y'all stole $500 from him. And y'all got the nerve to get mad because he mad. He's an entertainer. He's a singer. So he made content. He was like, I'm going to get my money one way or the other. Like, and y'all sued him because y'all got y'all feelings hurt. Talking about that lady was actually crying. Hold on, I'm going to find that one. That lady was actually crying. She was crying. On the stand, that lady was actually crying because he made that video about her. Hold on, I'm going to find that video of that lady crying. And then the wife of one of the deputies testified for Afroman. Here she go.
You've worked with kids for how long?
30 years.
Got into the mind of kids pretty well.
Yes.
When they would play Mr. Foreman's song Lemon Pound Cake, did they take that as a literal fact from your observations?
No.
Were they laughing and joking about it?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Are you familiar with the song WAP?
Baby, then he had
heard
he asked that lady about wet ass pussy. I'm not doing that. But I do want to show y'all the video of that lady crying. Hold on. Because that lady was really on the stand crying. Hold on. I'm going to find that video. I can't believe I didn't save it. Baby, she was crying. Where is that video of that lady? That lady was in tears. Hold on, let me see. Here it is right here. Here it is right here, baby. This lady is crying.
Today was day one of the Afroman trial, and child, it's insane. Let me give you the recap. If you need the full backstory on this case, I already did a video breaking down the lawsuit, but the one-line recap is that rapper Afroman, the man who used to sing Because I Got High, is being sued by 7 police officers after they raided his house back in August of 2022, and he later used the footage from that raid to make songs, music videos, and merch about the officers. So let's get into day one. The opening statements were pretty quick. The plaintiff...
Sorry, that's her crying. Dang on it. I'm trying to find it without the song, without the music. That's the video again of her running or him, you know, I don't know if that's AI or a real white woman he didn't hire a child. Sorry, y'all. I don't want to play the music. Why I can't find it? Well, anyway, that's her crying, child. I wanted y'all to actually see her. They're playing the video and she's literally crying while they're playing the video. Y'all, these white people tears. Now y'all broke into this black man's house and y'all was flipping him the bird. You cut his surveillance footage. Y'all did all of this stuff, but now he wrong. Child, I'm so glad they found. I'm so glad they cleared him. I would have really hated that he had to get in 1 red cent. And like he said, everything that happened is y'all fault. That should have never came up in my house. And I feel like even if they had apologized and acknowledged what they did, but they didn't even apologize. They ain't even replace that man's door. They ain't get that man his money back. Right. All they did was give people more memes. Because that video of that lady crying, I promise you it was going to be a meme. I promise you it's going to be a meme. Anyway, with that being said, thank you. We have some people that I have some responses. Thank you. Because as you can see, we have some people. Let me see if anybody bought a ticket while we were live. Did anybody buy a ticket to How to Dream? Let me see if anybody bought a ticket. Did anybody book the cruise while I was live? Y'all know we're trying to get to 50 rooms. I know of at least 3 more people that still have to book. That told me they were booking that I know are booking. So we getting close to 50. We got a long way to go. We got till November, child. We got till November. I'll be gone till November. Hold on, let me see. Did anybody buy their ticket? No, nobody, but we got some people who bought some tickets, but nobody bought a ticket while I was live. All right. With that being said, you guys, if anybody catches this on the replay, please make sure to like, subscribe, hype the video. And if you need any information on any of the events coming up, if you need the link for the Easter basket, reach out to me on Instagram or send me an email. If you need more information on the cruise, I've got that for you too. If you need information, the link for the tickets, it's on my community wall. I did post it on my community wall. Also, before I get off of here, if you want a little bit more information on the session, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Dee has now started a podcast. She has now started a podcast, and it's called How to Dream. That's what the book looks like. It's called How to Dream. I'm gonna let y'all listen to the trailer, so it may give you a little more insight on what we're gonna be doing.
And welcome to How to Dream. I'm Dee Dee Cummings, therapist, author, and somebody who believes with my whole heart that dreaming is not extra, it's necessary. This podcast is for the people who are tired or have been carrying a lot, the people who know there has to be more to life than just surviving or barely functioning and making it through the week. So right here in this space, we're going to talk about hope, healing, and what it really takes to build a life that feels like your life. A life that fills you up, not the expectations of others. We are not going to shrink or settle or find a way to talk ourselves out of what we really want. And we are definitely not going to live a life where our dream stays sitting on a shelf. I'm going to show you how to protect your hope on purpose. And we're going to take real steps towards the life you were placed here on this earth to live. If you've been feeling stuck, discouraged, overwhelmed, or like you've lost touch with yourself, you found the right podcast. This is How to Dream, a podcast for tired hearts ready to believe again. Join me. We'll do this together. Let's get your hope back and let's get your dreams in motion.
So that's the trailer for her podcast. So that just gives you an idea of what the session is going to be about. And again, the book is included in the session and some other goodies. We got some other goodies for you guys. But everybody's going to walk away with a signed autograph or a signed copy of the book. So yeah, that's it. He also doesn't use footage of the actual performers. Not agreeing with the lawsuit. I just see the difference. Oh yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about something in the chat. So with that being said, you guys, let me get out of here. I did actually put a load of clothes in the wash tonight. I gotta go put it in the dryer. So before I go to bed, I can take the clothes upstairs. So I don't have to get up in the morning and walk all the way to the basement to put my clothes on. Cause yeah. With that being said, y'all have a great evening. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, I will talk to y'all later. Peace.